Hi, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys.com, home of technical analysis education. Click the link for a free week trial, no credit card required, and gain access to our multiple live broadcasts daily, community chat room, educational videos, nightly watch lists, and more. Invest in your education and future and join the community today. Hello everyone, checking back in on gold. So we got the big move we were anticipating. I didn't specify a direction, but I did have a lean because of the weekly time frame. So let's go back and look at how this played out so you can recognize it the next time. This is just charts. This isn't me being, well, I'm certainly well versed in charts, doing it for years, but other than that, anybody can do this. You can learn how to read a chart and get these indications on your own. It just takes practice, dedication, and motivation. So we had 4 days of decreasing volume, a tightening range forming. Anytime the range gets tighter and tighter and tighter, you know a break is imminent. So as we approached the overnight session last night on the hourly chart, we had gold very clearly getting tighter and tighter and tighter. So as we came to the end of the day here, I could know for a fact that we are going to get a clear break in gold, because otherwise gold is just going to trade literally sideways for a dozen hours, and I've never seen that happen. So it reaches a point where there literally is no more give in either direction, and this is the reaction you get. So unfortunately, it occurred overnight. Couldn't take part in that move. It would have required a guess in the regular trading session and then following through. And why I was leaning bearish is because of the bearish reversal candlestick on the weekly time frame last week, and knowing that we need to consolidate after 6 big bullish weeks in a row, and a target of this 200-week moving average of 1303.75 was what we were looking at. We also have a couple support levels here. 1308 on the daily time frame is the low since the big breakout. The consolidation low is 1308, so I'm looking at 1308, 1304 we might as well call it, and then the hourly chart is now establishing support. We had the low on this dump at 1313.45. We broke that low, but we closed above that 1313.45 level, and now we have a little bit of a double bottom at 1312.50 with a potential bullish reversal candlestick forming. We need to see how this plays out over the next half an hour. But what we're looking at here, RSI got under 20 on the hourly, and the 4-hour chart, the RSI is at 30. We have bounced off of 30 the last 2 times we have hit there. We played the last bounce off of 30. If you've been following these gold videos, it's all documented there. And zooming out, we have broken 30 RSI on the 4-hour chart one time in 2016. So that indicates to us that the odds are more likely than not that we bounce off this level. And technical analysis is all about odds. It's not telling you what's going to happen. It's telling you what's most likely going to happen. So these names, the miners taking a big hit today. Dust gave us an indication, turning the 10-day moving average into support yesterday for the first time. We had 3 days in a row rejecting, turned it into support. Look at the volume. 6 days in a row, decreasing volume, tightening range. Same thing. We know a move is imminent. Gap up, huge move, rejected from the middle Bollinger Band resistance of 709. And the hourly charts are giving us some indications here. So we had a very weak close on these miners at the end of the day. And looking at the hourly, the RSI, let's go to the hourly. NUGT, RSI is down at 12. It was down at 10 at the end of the day. That is very, 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 very oversold. RSI on JNUG, 12 as well. That was down at 10 earlier as well. So Dust RSI was up at 92 at the end of the day, looking for consolidation and an oversold bounce in the miners. We have NEM, the first miner, reporting earnings, and it reported a beat. So look at this after hours action. Big beat for NEM. So we're going to see if that's going to begin to lift these miners. And this is thanks to one of our members. Won't take credit for the gold miner fundamental research, but he's confident that these miners are going to beat. And so far, the first one has. And if we start seeing the miners, which are going to begin reporting now until the next 2 weeks, if they start beating, they're going to take the gold miners up with it. So GDXJ is the gold miners, or the junior gold miners ETF, just the 1 times, and then the NUGT and JNUG are the 3 times ETFs. So there's all kinds of ways we can play it here. We're looking for a short-term bounce in these miners heading into tomorrow due to the oversold conditions, and looking for these miner earnings to help a bounce play out as well. So we'll see how this develops. We'll keep checking in with how these miner earnings are going. And these miners tomorrow are going to have a nice volatility play as well. We played the initial oversold bounce on JNUG and NUGT this morning. Nice little gains to be had there, but doesn't compare to the bearish gains that were to be had if that break were to have occurred during regular trading hours. But can't get everything we want here, so we'll see if these NUGT and JNUG short-term bounces are going to play out as the oversold conditions dictate. I appreciate you tuning in. If you want to cover miners in a chat room with a whole bunch of people that are interested in them, come on by for a free week trial. It is certainly a hot topic and lots of trading opportunity to be had. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.